What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am here. I am back. I am live, but we might have some overtime before the Tennessee game and the South Florida game comes on. We might have some overtime because we have Nebraska and Louisville tied at 58 with 48.4 seconds left in this game. But the Tennessee Lady Vols is going up against South Florida. I know I was supposed to do Oregon versus Vanderbilt, but I had media credentials for the South Carolina game, and I was in that press conference, so I could not able to do the Oregon game. And Louisville and Nebraska is up right now, and 30.4 seconds left, and it looks like Louisville is going to go to the line to shoot two foul shots. But how about them North Carolina Tar Heels? How about them North Carolina Tar Heels? I told y'all they was gonna lose to Ole Miss. I told y'all. Nobody wanted to listen to me. I said it. I said it, ladies and gentlemen. Where them North Carolina fans at? Where them Tar Heel fans at? I'm waiting for y'all. I'm so waiting for y'all, man. I am so waiting for y'all to come up in here. But let me let the people know that we are live right now. Yeah, I'm about to let the people know that we are live right now because right now we might have some overtime. We might have some overtime. So it's a 1 point lead for Louisville right now, 58 to 59 with 30.4 seconds left. So I'm sharing the live as we speak. But how about those? Oh my God. How about it though? How about it? Them Tennessee Vols. How about them, man? Yes, but we gonna make sure we get the people up in here. But to let the people know now that we are live right now. Come join us in the chat. I know a lot of people don't want to see women's college basketball, but I do not care. I do not care. I'm still going to do my play by play, still everything that we need to do. But 30.4 seconds left. Let's turn this volume up real quick. Let's see what we're going to hear out of this situation here. Because the game did not start yet. All right, so here go the inbound for Nebraska. All right, so. And they call an offensive foul on Nebraska. Wow. I don't know about that call, man. I don't know about that one. But they really called an offensive foul. That's going to suck, bro. All right, let me just pull it up on my Discord that we are live. Wow. All right, so here we go. 58-59. We still waiting for this game to end so we can do the Tennessee and South Florida game. Make sure y'all come on in and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because this game is not over yet. All right, so let's make sure we get this rocking. and get this done.
The officials taking a look at the clock, adding a couple of tenths of a second. It's now at 25.9.
59 to 58, ladies and gentlemen. 59 to 58. We are waiting for this game to come on. Tennessee and South Florida come on right after this game is over, but it's a 1-point lead for Louisville versus Nebraska.
She gets a catch, you want to foul quickly with her. Obviously, go for a steal first, though. I mean, not every single time you're going to be pressuring for the basketball, go for a steal, and then go for the foul. And Cochran is a 72% free throw shooter, but 2 of 4 today. Exactly. And so...
Yep, so 58-59 with 25.9 seconds left. This game did not start yet.
They get it inbounds. Curry going to try to run away from everybody. It's not who you want to foul.
And she gets fouled.
Gets the ball to Smartly as Jada Curry, 91.5%. She leads the ACC in free throw shooting. And she will go to the line with a 1-point lead with 21.4 seconds remaining. Nebraska.
This is crazy how this game is going on right now.
Depending on what happens with these free throws.
All right, so let's get this rocking and rolling.
Added tenths of a second as Britt Prince can only look on as she committed her 5th foul on that last offensive possession for the Huskies.
This could be a tough loss for Nebraska. This is definitely going to be a tough loss for them.
To make it a 2-point game. And Curry calmly sinks them both as Nebraska will call a timeout to advance down 3.
All right, let me see what's going on here.
9 remaining. Nebraska has been so good from 3-point range again today. 8 of 18, 44%. You don't need a 3-pointer here with the time remaining, but what do you expect?
All right, so what's going on, everybody? What's going on? All right, so it looked like the game is started, and it looked like it's going to be on the ESPN app as of right now, but I don't have the ESPN app. I don't have it, so we will start the game once we get done here.
Is 3 for 3 for 3-point range today. Rimdahl hit a 3. Markowski hit a 3. Prince out of the game. It was 2 of 5, but she's out with a 5,000. Hargrove hit a 3-pointer as well. So if you're Amy Williams, you have options. Absolutely. Inside or outside. Callan Tate will inbound it. She gets it to Rimdahl. Rimdahl kicks out to 3. Miss Lee. No, her first missed 3 of the game. And then Randolph goes to the floor with the...
All right, so we got 11.3 seconds left. That's what we have. We have 11.3 seconds left so we can get this game started. Because that's the plan right now, is to get this game started. Let me see here.
Seen her go down twice now. The shoulder injury kept her out of the ACC tournament. You see the distress on her face. She just made those 2 free throws to extend the lead to 3 for the Cardinals. Let's take a look at what just happened. And I thought after this shot was missed, Louisville had the ball and just wasn't able to secure it. A good job right there by Nebraska.
All right, so 11.7 seconds left.
Randolph just fell to the floor with the basketball. Louisville inbounds it. They foul Cochran quickly. And Cochran has the opportunity here to make this a 2-possession game. Yeah, that's the hard part, I think. Earlier shot and going for 3 in that situation, that you put yourself in a bad, in a worse situation later as a shot, as the clock's running.
Lord Jesus.
Louisville's out of timeouts. Nebraska.
All right, so Louisville is out of timeouts. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we still got one person watching this joint right now. But hopefully so it's 3-0 right now in Tennessee. 3-0 right now in Tennessee. This could be like I said, this is gonna be a tough loss for Nebraska. I said it. I said this was going to be a tough loss, and that's exactly what happened.
And a timeout called on the rebound, so 9.2 seconds remaining. The Huskers.
Oh, so our first real upset of the tournament. Number 10 seed knocks off number 7 Vanderbilt, 77-73 in overtime after squandering a 19-point lead and shooting just 15 of 27 on free throws. The program first NCAA tournament win since 2021. 8 of 16 shooting from the three. Boom for the Ducks.
So what are you expecting? Well, with a two-possession game, unless you shoot a three-pointer and you get to the free throw line because somebody.
So we got that right there.
4-point shot in the game. I say you have to go quick on this first shot. Go get it too quickly and then cut into this lead, and then you're in the same situation. Foul. Go back down to the other end and figure out a way to get down the floor quickly to give yourself a chance at another shot.
All right, so 11-9. Like, come on, y'all. We got to get this game started, man. It's 11-9 right now, and we need to get that game on fire right now. We need to get that game on fire. We waiting for that game to come on right now. We trying to end this game between Nebraska and Louisville. But where them North Carolina fans at? Where them North Carolina fans at? North Carolina they lost, like I said they will. They lost like I said they will. And that's exactly what happened. But 9.2 seconds left. Number 10, Nebraska is down 58-62. In tie ball game at 11. And that's going to be a turnover. And yeah, Nebraska's going to lose this game. They're going home. Don't even think about fouling. It won't be no point to foul. You're not going to win basketball games. 24 turnovers in the game. You're not going to win basketball games that way. You're just not.
Expect them to continue to foul, extend the clock. 5.9 seconds remaining. Louisville with no timeouts and a quick.
And they finally called a timeout. Like, that is annoying. That is annoying. Like, just the game is over. Like, why are y'all trying to extend this game? The game is over. Right now, I'm missing my South Florida and Tennessee game right now because ESPN want to be weird. Just turn it over to our game. Just turn it over to our game, man. Like for real.
Who has meant so much to this program, second all-time founder in Husker history, 4-time All-Big Ten selection. Their foul sends Cochran to the.
Yeah, she missed the foul shot. Okay, 5.1 seconds left. Come on. Let's get to the game that I want to get to.
Remaining for Nebraska, and they're down 5. Rimdahl pushing, launches.
And that's going to be the game.
Louisville will advance to play.
All right, so let's go over to the Tennessee game. Let's go. Let's go over to the Tennessee game right now.
24 points off turnovers for Louisville, and how about
All right, so you got Hollins, Whitehorn, Spencer, Darby, and Spear as your starting 5 for the Tennessee Volunteers. And for South Florida, you have Maputo, Blassie, Brito, DeBelly, and Pasuis. Puisis, well, however you pronounce her name. All right, let's get to the next game. Like, what are we doing, ESPN? Y'all dragging it right now. Y'all dragging it. Y'all dragging it right now. Come on. All right, move on, move on. Let's get to Tennessee. It's 13-16 with 4:25 left. Come on. All right, so here we go.
Well, if you're just joining us over on ESPN, welcome to the regional in Columbus. 12 seed South Florida out of
All right, so here we go. Now we finally got this game going. Let's get it.
We'll get the top seed and host of this region, Ohio State. As we welcome you courtside at Value City Arena, Matt Schumacher, Brooke
All right, so we already know who the people are. Let's get to this game.
A tremendous matchup, a contrast.
Let's get to this game. Come on.
Rapid start.
It's been incredible so far. Tennessee knocking down threes within 10 seconds of the game starting, just like we thought they would. And the Bulls right now
Let's go, TU.
for so much. That's what you expect when you play against Tennessee.
All right, let's go to the actual box score.
Time to just take a deep breath. 5 turnovers.
Oh, damn. We had a lot of people on the bench play already.
Turned it over 4 times here just in the last 2
We had a lot of people play already so far.
Tennessee has already hit 3 threes in the first quarter. South Florida won their conference tournament. And
All right, let's go. Come on.
seen anything like this year. Frankly, not many teams in the country have.
Come on, TU.
It's a special kind of offense and defense. Just the pressure and the relentless pace, the substitutions. Kim Caldwell in her first
So I guess we at a timeout right now. That's what it's looking like,
she's done.
that we are at a timeout.
Wins in the SEC. We said this at the beginning of this game. Every team that she has
Yeah, I don't know what's the holdup, honestly. 4:25 left in this first quarter. And we have your score 16-13 right now over South Florida.
Kim Caldwell
All right, let's see who's out there right now for both teams here.
coached players becoming coaches to succeed, the Hall of Famer. Kim Caldwell obviously breaks that mold, played at Glenville State. And many wondered, would this style work in the SEC at the Power 5 level? I think
All right, so Kim Caldwell is the head coach for Tennessee. Here goes the first foul shot for South Florida, and that one is good. And it makes it 14-16 here. And that second foul shot is good. All right, so now it's a 1-point game. And here comes Tennessee. Tennessee's going to have it up here. Is going to give it off to Cooper. Cooper's going to drop to the basket. Goes up, gets the layup. And the layup is good for Talasia Cooper. There we go. Oh, darn. I still got that music playing. All right, so here goes the double team here. And we gets it there. And that's going to be a turnover. Give it off to Cooper. Cooper gives it off to the pass. Goes up, kicks it out. Go for the layup. And the layup is good. Let's go. Let's go. And here goes the handoff. And we're going with a full court press here with Tennessee. They got to get it past half court. No, it's almost stolen, but they're going to get it past half court here, and they almost do. But that's going to be a foul called. And Tennessee is up 5, 15-20.
South Florida has indeed gone to the bench for the first time in this game. Jeanette Arnio came in for a brief minute to give the Defensive Player of the Year in the conference, Mama Dembele, a breather. And now it's back.
All right, so here goes the inbound and give it off to 2. 2's going to have it to 4 for South Florida. South Florida's going to push the ball up here and get it off on the left wing. And here goes the pick. And she's going to drive over to the basket with her right hand, kicks it back out, and that's going to be a turnover. And Talasia Cooper is going to get it. And she's going to look. She's going to try to go with the mid-range jump shot off the fast break, hit the back of the rim, no good. It will be rebounded by South Florida. And that's going to be a tie-up here.
And the arrow stays with South Florida.
Is it possible to say the Bulls look winded already here in this first quarter?
Wouldn't you be?
Yes. I would have been a lot sooner than this. But what I'm looking at from the Bulls is Jose Fernandez.
Jose Fernandez, all-time winning coach for the women's South Florida team. And we're going to go back to the full court press. And here we go. And then going to push the ball all the way up here. Going to throw it across court. Drives, go with the mid-range jump shot. Mid-range jump shot is good. And that's Pewis with it and drives up into the basket. Gets the layup. Layup is no good. It's going to be rebounded by South Florida. South Florida is going to bring it up here. Kicked it out. It's going to be deflected out. Good hustle to get back on defense. And it's going to be South Florida ball with 2:59 left in this first quarter.
Just checking into the game for the Lady Vols.
All right, so here goes the inbound. And they trying to get it in, but they're going to have to call a timeout or something. Or no, they do get it in. 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Pulls for the three. And an offensive rebound for South Florida. She stops her dribble, takes it back out, goes and pulls for another three, and that three is good for South Florida. Sammy Pusius. I said how you pronounce her name. Man, that's a missed shot from Tennessee. Gives it out to South Florida. Goes up and gets the layup, and the layup is good. And gives Florida the lead here, 22-20. All right, here goes Tennessee. Gonna drive over to the basket. Goes up, kicks it out. And here goes the three for TU, and that's gonna be no good. It's gonna be in the defensive rebound for South Florida. South Florida gets out in transition. Good defense there by Tennessee in the transition defense. Drop to the basket, goes up, gets the strong layup. No, oh, and a foul is going to be called. And that's going to be Spear going to the line for two. And Spear is going to the line for two here. So make sure y'all come on in, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate it. 2:07 left in this first quarter. All right, so keys to the game for South Florida: global services, domestic travel. For Tennessee, board and doors, closing, and clap when you land. And the first foul shot is good for Spear. All right, so back to a 1-point game here. And that second foul shot is no good, but it will be a rebound. It's a 1-point lead for South Florida. And South Florida's going to bring it up here. Going to drive over to the basket, goes up, gets it, lose the basketball. Good defense there. And I think that's Cooper's going to come on a fast break. If she does, she kicks it out. Give it off to Spear. Spear gives it off to Cooper. Cooper pulls for the three. And that three is good for Talasia Cooper. That is a great, great joint. Great shot there by Talasia Cooper, the freshman from Tennessee. And a foul is going to be called. And that foul is going to be on Spear with 1:38 left in his first quarter. All right, that's the 14th foul on Tennessee here. All right, so here goes 55, going to inbound it, gets it off, and gives 24. 24 is going to go with the floater, and that floater is no good. And that's an offensive rebound to go back and get it. No foul called there, but that's going to be a block. And Talasia Cooper is going to get fouled, and that's going to be on South Florida with the foul there.
Good to see Tomasica in the game for South Florida. She's dealt with some injuries this year. And look, Jose Fernandez told us, yeah, I only played 6 players in the championship game against Rice.
All right, so 1:28 left in this first quarter, and we have a 2-point lead for the Tennessee Lady Volunteers. Cooper is going to bring it up here. Cooper has going to give it up to Puckett. Puckett pulls for the three. Three's no good. And it will be rebounded by South Florida, and they're going to try to get out in transition. He goes forward, going to dribble up here. It's going to cross, drives with her right hand, kicks off the pass. And it's going to be sloppy, but it's going to be a turnover for South Florida, and it will be Tennessee ball. 1:11 left in this first quarter.
Those are the type of unforced turnovers. Not typical for South Florida, but facing this type of pressure tonight, they have struggled. Already 10 turnovers to just 1 so far from the Lady Vols.
All right, so 1:11 left in this first quarter, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate y'all coming through to the Sports Wire Network for all your women's and men's college basketball for the coverage that we have here. 10 turnovers in that first quarter for South Florida, which is not good for them in my personal opinion. And here we go. Gives it off. Spear has it. And is going to give it off to Cooper. And Cooper gives it off to 4. 4 is going to give it back to 2. 2 is going to have it here. It's going to put it behind her back. It's going to spin, kicks it out, goes up, and here goes the pump fake here. Drops to the basket and gets the mid-range shot in. That is no good. It's going to be rebounded by South Florida. South Florida's going to bring it up here. It's going to push the tempo, drive over to the basket, kicks it back out, and here goes the pump fake, drives with the left hand, puts the defenders, and pulls for the three. And that three is good for South Florida. Great defense, but a better shot by South Florida there. And 21 seconds left in counting in this first quarter. And here goes the pick. And shot clock is turned off. Drives over to the basket, spins, goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is good. Now we got a 1-point lead and 2 seconds left. And she's going to try to go and gets the half-court shot. And that one is no good, and that'll be the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, where you have your score 26-25. The Tennessee Lady Volunteers is up 1 against South Florida, but South Florida is not backing down, ladies and gentlemen. South Florida is not backing down. So let's get into our stats of this first quarter. Now in the first quarter for Tennessee, they scored 26 points in that first quarter. You know, South Florida, they scored 25 points in that first quarter. But let's get into the percentages of this game. And the percentages are that South Florida is 10 of 17 from the free throw line. From the field. From the field, which is 58.8%. They 3 of 7 from the three-point line, which is 42% from the field. They did make two of their free throws, so they both at 100%. Now in that first quarter, South Florida was able to get 17 rebounds in that first quarter, 7 assists, 1 steal, 10 personal fouls, and 10 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. Now let's go to the Tennessee Lady Volunteers here, where you have Tennessee shooting 10 of 22 from the field, which is 45%. They 4 of 10 from the three-point line. They got to shoot the ball better there with 40%. 2 of 4 from the free throw line, which is 50%. Only 3 rebounds in that first quarter. Now, I'm a Tennessee Vol fan, and I always go with the motto, right? Always go with the motto that you have to rebound and play defense. That is the Pat Summitt way. So for them to out-rebound us 17-3 in that first quarter is unacceptable. Is definitely unacceptable. But, you know, they 2 of 4 from the free throw line. They got to play better, man. You got Hollinshead with 0 points right now. You got Whitehorn with 0 points right now. You have Spencer with 5, Darby with 5, and Spear with 4. You got Latham coming off the bench with 2, Spearman with 1, Boyd with 4, and you got Talasia Cooper, the freshman, with 5 points in this game. Now for the box score for the South Florida Bulls, you got, you know, Maputu, I don't know how you pronounce her last name. She has 2 points. Blessing will have 2 points. Brito will have 0 points. DeBelle will have 6 points. And Sammy Pasuis, she has 15 points in this first quarter. She's dominating. She's doing what she needs to do. It's a fact. She's doing what she needs to do. But it's a close game, and I thought, you know, Tennessee got to knock this out the park. It's been a lot of close games today. It's been a lot of close games today. And it's all right. It's all right. I'm not mad at it. But shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Make sure y'all share the live. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Yeah, I don't think anybody doing this game for what I've seen. As far as my YouTube go, oh yeah, it is one person doing it. And they got, like, this is what makes me mad about college basketball, right? Like, y'all allow them to show the game. Y'all allow them to show the game. Like, how is that fair? Like, somebody needs to go report that channel. It just takes away from what we do here, but it's okay. It's all right. We still going to entertain and have ourselves a good time. Nope, we're not going to do that today. Put the user in timeout. Goodbye. We're not doing that.
Let's go Bulls. And then Bulls. Vamos. Angata Bulls. Ale Bulls.
All right, so Mama DeBelle, and she's from Spain. Okay, All right, so here we go. Here, Tennessee will have the ball, but here goes Cooper. Cooper's going to get it off the pick and roll. Gives it to, and that was to see who made that shot there. Yeah, I don't know who made that shot. I think that might be Spearman or Hornstead. All right, so 28-25 with 9:37 in start the beginning of this second quarter. In South Florida, here goes DeBelly. DeBelly is going to have it here. She's going to have it on the right wing. She's going to dribble and gets it off with a good pass. Goes up, pump fakes, and it's going to be blocked. And that's going to be Talasia Cooper's going to bring it up here on a fast break. She's going to come down, drive all the way with her left hand, and go with the left hand layup, and that is good for Talasia Cooper. There you go. All right, so here goes Pursuis. Pursuis going to look. She's going to go up and gets it. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Cooper. And here comes the push. And they push the ball up here. They go in the up-tempo. And the three is no good. An air ball for Tennessee. Oh, that is an air ball for Tennessee. But here we go. 25-30 with 8:46 left in the second quarter. And here comes DeBelly. DeBelly going to have it here at the top of the key. She's going to get a pick, give it up to 55. 55 is going to have it, give it off to Sammy. Sammy has it, give it up to DeBelly. 55 is going to have it at the top of the key. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. And gives it off to Sammy. Sammy is going to have it here. She's going to take the pick with her left, try to go and get the jump shot. And the shot is good by Sammy. That's a great mid-range jump shot at the elbow there. All right, so here we go. And here goes the three for Tennessee, and we get it with the clap back. And that's going to be Spearman with the three-point shot for the Tennessee Lady Volunteers. It goes DeBelly. DeBelly is going to have here, going to go up, gets the pass. Pass is going to be good. We got to get back in transition, y'all. We got to get back in transition defense. 33-29. And here we go. Give it off to Spearman for another three, and that three is good for Spearman. Z Spearman, 9 points, and she's 2 of 3 from the three-point line. Loses the basketball. That's a good turnover by Tennessee. Tennessee's going to push the ball up here. And looks. Drives all the way to the basket. Goes up, gets it. And gets the layup, and the layup is good. Let's go. Let's go. 38-29. We breaking out in this second quarter pretty quickly. Good defense there. Oh, what a good. That should be off of South Florida, and it should be Tennessee ball.
Jose Fernandez thought that was last touch by Talasia Cooper of Tennessee.
7:13 left in the second quarter before we go to the halftime.
This game says otherwise. Teresa Stuck, Brenda Pantoja, also part of our 3 official crew.
All right, so here goes the inbound. Here goes Cooper for the three, and that three is good for Talasia Cooper. And we break out of this lead. It was a 25-26 going into the second quarter, and now Tennessee is looking like the Tennessee Vols that I know, making shots and playing defense. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 41-29 right now. But North Carolina fans, where you at? Where them North Carolina fans at? I would love to see where y'all at. I would love to see where y'all at, man, for real. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat, man. Shout out to the people that's watching. We greatly appreciate it. Is this your first time ever being at the Sports Wire YouTube page? We highly suggest that you subscribe and hit the bell button. Just for live play-by-plays and reactions like this. We've been going strong all week. Can South Florida make a comeback? That's the biggest question. That is the biggest question here. Yo, what's going on? Just popping in today. both of your balls really competing in these tournaments. We are. The thing about it is I was supposed to do a different game earlier today, Anthony. I was supposed to do a different game earlier, but I was able to get media availability to listen to the press conference of the South Carolina Gamecocks because, you know, South Carolina blew out Tennessee Tech today. So, yeah. I had a press conference to do. That's why I couldn't do the earlier game, which I'm kind of mad. I could have wished I could have did that game. Yo, stop spamming my page, bro. Spam my page will mess you up, for real. Please stop spamming my page. But make sure y'all share the live. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Hey, Anthony, I got a question for you. Where is those North Carolina Tar Heels? They going home, right? They going home, right? They lost to Ole Miss today. Like I said they will. Like I said they will. I told them mofos. Y'all got a good win over San Diego State and y'all thought y'all belonged. Oh, please. That's the hilarious one right there. That's the hilarious one. They swore they was going to go to like the Sweet 16 and that we belong. That's the funny part about it. But we are back right now. They still are brothers, though, of course. They still are brothers, but at the end of the day, we told them. We told them they was not good enough to be in the tournament. We told them that. We told them that.
To make a move. But here are the traps. Once you get an overhand for it, then you can't go back. So that acts as an extra defense.
Arsenal 29-41, 6:51 left in the first half. And here comes Cooper. Cooper gives it off, and I think that's Spearman or Horn. I'm trying to figure out these names right now. And that's going to be a blocking foul on South Florida. And I think Cooper will go to the line for two.
Tennessee's been able to score inside and out.
All right, so Cooper is going to the line for two here. Talasia Cooper so far right now, she has 10 points, 4 of 5 from the field. And she'll be returning to the foul line here. And the first foul shot is missed by Cooper.
They take 31 threes a game. That's third most in the NCAA, most in Power 5.
And the second foul shot for Cooper is good. So it makes it 42-29 with 6:37 left. And they go back to a full court press here for Tennessee. And they get the ball up. They lose it, but they get it back. Here goes the baseline. Goes up. Mid-range jump shot. What a block. What a block by Tennessee. There we go, baby. And that's Latham. Latham with the block there for Tennessee.
But Kim Caldwell said her team was fatigued at the end of a very tough and grueling SEC slate.
Yeah, the rest, how much they needed it.
All right, so here go the inbound. Here goes South Florida. South Florida gets it on the inbound, and here goes number 5. 5 is going to have it here. Is going to take the pick, going to drive it a right hand all the way to the basket. Goes up and gets the layup, and the layup is good. Is it not stop? They stop a 9-0 Tennessee run. But here comes Tennessee coming right back down. Here goes Latham. Latham's going to have it here. He's going to give it up to Cooper. Cooper jab steps. She's going to dribble. She's going to put it behind her back. Backs down against the player. Goes up. Fadeaway jump shot. Shot is no good. Hits the front of the rim, and that's going to be rebounded by South Florida. And DeBelly is going to bring it up here. And looks, drives, gives it off the pass. Goes up to 21, gets the layup, and that's going to be a foul. And that's going to be 2 shots at the line for number 21 for South Florida. And that's the Paputu. All right, so 5:52 left in the second quarter. They're going to try to find a way to get to this lead as much as possible. No, but Putu is a 2025 AAC Most Improved Player in her conference. And the first foul shot is no good.
Well, for the fifth straight year, every NCAA Women's Championship game is on the networks of ESPN. First round action continues tomorrow with second round games on Sunday and Monday. For more info,
And the second foul shot is good. And it's a 10-point game for Tennessee. And Tennessee's going to bring the ball up here. What's going on, Turner? What's going on, Don Turner? What's going on, man? Drive over to the basket, goes up. Euro step with Latham, and Latham gets it. No shot is no good. Here goes rebound from DeBelly. DeBelly's going to bring it up here. Drives it, crosses over with her left hand. And she's looking. And now it's 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Going to try to reset their offense here. And good defense here by Tennessee. And she's still dribbling. She's still dribbling with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And here goes the pick. She drives, goes under the basket, looks, and that's going to be a block. But she goes 21, goes to get it. That's going to be a block from behind, too. There you go, Spearman. Good defense for Tennessee there. Great defense there. 5:07 left in the second quarter. She gets the first block, and then she turns around and goes up, and she gets the block from behind.
You get a deflection, and then you come back for the exclamation point. See, Spearman 1 seconds on that.
All right, so hold on, y'all. I got to go to the door. My wife is at the door. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Had to let the misses in. But right now, it was a 45-32 lead with 4:44 left in the second quarter. Man. All right, hopefully we can get the people in here. Hopefully we can, but it's all right. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep striving to do what we do here on these channels. I'll be covering Iowa and Murray State tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I will be doing that game. I'm still debating if I'm going to do a second game. Might do men's basketball. I'm not sure. But we will be doing March Madness. You know, the madness is here. For real. The madness is here. But how y'all doing on this Friday night, man? Few in the run by Wendy's. It goes Spearman. Spearman comes down and do back-to-back three-pointers. You know, we have, Cooper with her shot. We have so many players that can shoot the basketball for Tennessee, man. We have so many players that can shoot the basketball. It's crazy. Like, we're looking good. We are. Wait, where did it go? Oh. $320 made three-point shots. That is a new SEC record for the universities. All right, so we better get this game back on and running.
Players like to see Spearman not playing back to the basket post basketball, stepping out, being able to hit threes, being able to handle the basketball.
All right, so 4:40 left in his second half. I mean, in the second quarter, I'm sorry. I forgot that the women's game, they play 4 quarters. They played 4 quarters. All right, so here goes 55 with the inbound. And South Florida's going to push it up. Here goes number 5 for South Florida. Going to put it behind her back here. Is going to dribble. And she kicks it back out to 55. 55 is going to have it here. It's going to give it out to Demele. Demele is going to have it at the top of the key. 4:29 left in this second quarter. 5's going to have it at the top of the key. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. And here goes 55. 55 is going to have it here. And going to look. She's going to spin. Try to give it off to Sammy. And does. Sammy's going to have it here. And she takes the pick. Sammy looks, goes, give it up to 55 for the layup, and the putback is good. But now we got to make sure we get rebounds because they have been out-rebounding us in this game. So here goes Tennessee. Here goes Pucky. Pucky's going to have it here. He's going to give it off. He's going to pull for the 3, and that 3 is no good. He gets it. That's going to be an offensive rebound for Tennessee. And here goes Puckett for the corner 3, and that 3 is no good, and that's going to be That's going to be off of South Florida, and that should be Tennessee ball, but they're going to give it to South Florida with 3:48 left in the second quarter. Waited for Juju here in L.A. I want to do that game, but I feel like that game's going to be a blowout. And here goes Sammy for the 3. And that 3 is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Cooper, and Cooper's going to bring it up for Tennessee. The true star freshman. Yo, stop spamming my page, bro. Like, stop coming through and spamming my page. That's weird. They're trying to get my page shut down. It's not going to happen. And Talasia Cooper there with another 3-point shot. All right, so now another timeout has been called with 3:12 left. Baby, what you doing? Say what? Okay, I was just asking. I miss my baby today, y'all. I miss my baby today. I sure did. I sure did. But 3:12 left in his half, and we have a score of 48-34. And that's our score so far for this game. So make sure y'all come on in and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. It's the Sports Wire Network. Do definitely appreciate it. 14 turnovers for South Florida. 21 of those points came off of those turnovers in that game. All right, so here goes the full court pressure. And here goes number 4 is going to bring it up for South Florida. Put it behind her back, goes up, draws, and she's going to bring it back out with 23 seconds left on the shot clock. And here comes South Florida. They're going to try to run their offense here and gives it up to 5. 5 has it on the right wing and gives it up to Sammy. Sammy's going to take the pick, but gives it back to 55. Give it to 4. 4 is going to have it here. And it's going to be 6 seconds left on the shot clock. She's going to have to do something here. Drives over to the basket, goes under, looks, and that's going to be off of South Florida, and it will be Tennessee ball with 2:41 left in the second quarter.
Be more decisive, just about taking a shot. They're trying to look for something that's easy and perfect and within the flow of their
There's no offensive flow for South Florida right now. It's just not. All right, so here we go. And here comes the pass here. Give it up to 4. 4 is going to have it here. And gives it off to Spearman. Spearman's going to look, going to drive to the basket, lose the basketball. Going to be off of South Florida, Tennessee ball with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:20 left in this second quarter.
Do you credit that to just the wear and tear of playing in this game?
All right, so here goes the inbound. And going to try to hand it back off, but no. But here goes the isolation. Spins, goes up and under, gets it, fadeaway, jump shot. Shot is no good, but that's going to be rebounded by South Florida, and they're going to get in transition. They're going to push the ball down quickly. Goes up, go with the mid-range jump shot, and that shot's no good. And that's going to be an offensive rebound, but no, but taken by Tennessee, and that's going to be a loose ball foul.
That is number 2.
And that's Strickland that gets the rebound, and she gets fouled. My baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. Hey. All right, so 48-34 with 2 minutes left in this first half. And here comes Tennessee. Here goes Cooper. Cooper's going to have it. Gives it off. Pull for the three. And that three is good. And that's going to be stolen, but it should be off of South Florida, but it will be Tennessee ball.
Great hustle play by Spencer.
You get the sense this is the danger zone here for South Florida.
All right, so that was Spencer for the three, and she was able to get the turnover. 1:43 left. And here goes the three pulled, and that is no good, and that's going to be off of Tennessee, and it will be South Florida's ball.
The Bulls critically need a score.
51-34 with 1:36 left.
Seconds.
In the midst of a 2.5-minute scoring drought, where do you go if you're South Florida offensively?
All right, so here goes the inbound.
In this game,
And 1:34 in counting, ladies and gentlemen. And here goes the double team here. Try to split the double team, and it looks like it's going to be a jump ball. And that might be in favor of Tennessee, but I'm not too sure.
back can help it. She was a step or two too late.
Tie up, possession arrow points to South Florida.
Yeah, you see
Oh, the possession does point to South Florida. Got it.
and you're funneling her right into the corner. That Billy gets caught.
And here goes the inbound for 55 for South Florida. Trying to get it in. And it does. They give it up to Sammy, and Sammy is going to have it on the left wing. She's get the pick from 21. And gives it off to Ford. Ford's going to have it here with 15 seconds left on the shot clock. And here comes South Florida. South Florida's going to look, go up, mid-range jump shot, and that shot is no good, and that's going to be rebounded. And Spencer's going to push it up for Tennessee with 1:10 left. Here goes Spencer. Spencer drives over to the basket, lose the ball, and she gets it back and kicks it out and give it to Cooper. Cooper drives with the left hand, goes up and gets the left-hand shot, and that's good. 55 seconds in counting, 53-34. It goes 4. 4 is going to bring it up here. It's going to look, give it off to 21, and 21 goes with the layup, and no good. Rebound by Cooper, and Cooper is going to bring it up for Tennessee. Talasia Cooper right now with the Euro step in the left hand, no good. And 36 seconds in counting, and 4 is going to drive over to the basket, goes up, gets it, and no foul is called there. That's a bad turnover. That is a bad turnover by South Florida.
Mary Spencer anticipates that Billy going to come over with the Euro. And she
That's good defense by Spencer, but 30.8 seconds left.
Columbus, Ohio.
About a 7-second differential between game and shot clock.
All right, so here we go. Here goes the inbound.
South Florida,
And here's go.
and there's a whistle underneath.
And it will be a whistle underneath here.
Tennessee. South Florida just 1 for its last 7 from the floor.
Tennessee foul number 4. Can I avoid her second team foul number 2?
And in the midst of a 3.5-minute scoring drought.
This has been something that has plagued the Bulls throughout their season. These scoring droughts have been so problematic, and they didn't really have one in the American Championship game. But the 2-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute droughts that they've had, you see where they're starting to add up right here.
The problem is against a team like Tennessee, they're going to take advantage of those droughts because of the
All right, so 30.8 seconds left. Here goes the inbound for South Florida. Sammy is the inbound and will give it up to 21. Sammy has it, going to pull for the 3, but it will be blocked. And here goes Puckett. Puckett's going to bring it up here for Tennessee. Give it off to Cooper. Cooper's going to try to have it here. They're going to try to hold for the last shot, but no. But Cooper wants to drop to the basket and gets the layup. And the layup goes in and out, no good. And it will be rebounded. It's going to be a scuffle for the basketball. And Tennessee is hustling forward. And it like it's going to be a jump ball, and it might be in favor of Tennessee, but I'm not too sure.
10 on the game clock.
I have to think we're hitting the half of the 3. 3:20.
Well, when 21 of your 42 shots have been from distance, you got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, you do. I'm saying it's
All right, so here we go. Here goes the inbound. And they give it off, give it to Cooper. Cooper has it here. It's going to look. Shot clock is down. Goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is good. And that's Spear with the layup. And that's going to be halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Dominant first half for Tennessee. So let's talk about this game a little bit. This game started a little bit late by the end in the beginning because we had a crazy ending between Nebraska and Louisville. But we're going to talk about it here because we are at the half mark. We're 55-34 live here on the Sports Wire Network. I am your host, Darian, of the Sports Wire Network, giving you live play-by-play and reaction of March Madness in college basketball when it comes to the men's and the women's. And this is your first time ever being at the YouTube page, we highly suggest that you subscribe and hit the bell button, for all notifications for live play-by-plays like this one. If you would like to support the channel, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/sportswire, and you can donate every time that you come in to the live chat. But like I said, it's not obligated, but it's definitely appreciated. It's not a requirement, but I definitely do appreciate it. But if you do would like to donate and support the channel, the link is in the pinned comment there. But let's talk about it here. Tennessee is dominating this game. I'm sorry to say. Tennessee is dominating this game. I could have did other games, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it. But hey, we're going to get it done, and we're going to talk about it. And let's do that right now. So 55-34 is your halftime score in Tennessee. Is up and ranked 5th in the region. So this is what I'm going to say. Look at the first quarter comparison compared to the second quarter. South Florida was able to score 25 points in that first quarter, but they only scored 9 in the second quarter. Only scored 9 points in the second quarter. Tennessee outscored their first quarter with 29 points in that second quarter. That's a big stat right there. It's a definitely big stat right there. Now, when you got for South Florida, you got Matupu, number 21. She has 5 points. You had Blassie, which is number 5. She has 4 points. You got Brito, which is number 55. She has 2 points. You got Mama Dembele with 6 points. And you have Sammy with 17 points. You have nobody that came off the bench scored the basket for South Florida. So, for South Florida, they are 45.2% from the field, which is 14 of 31. They are 3 of 9 from the three-point line, which is 33%. And they're 3 of 4 from the free throw line, which is 75% from the field. They have 27 rebounds in that first half with 8 assists, 1 steal, no blocks, 16 turnovers. Remember that stat. 16 turnovers in the first half with only 5 personal fouls. All right, let's talk about the Tennessee Volunteers here. Now you got, Jillian Hollinstead with 0 points. Ruby Whitehorn with 0 points. Samira Spencer with 10. You had Tess Darby with 5. And Jules Spear with 6. You got Alyssa Latham with 2 points. You got Z Spearman, which is off the bench, which don't start in the game at all. She has 12 points. You got Kayana Boyd with 4. Avery Strickland with 0. You got Talasia Cooper, the freshman starting player, with 16 points and 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And Sarah Puckett with 0. 23 of 43. 21 of 43. 21 of 43, which is 48% from the field for the Tennessee Lady Volunteers. You have 10 of 21 from the three-point line, which is 47% from the free throw line. And they're 3 of 6 from the free throw line, which is 50%. They only had 13 rebounds in that first half, but we got to get into the 20s because this is Tennessee Volunteer basketball. You're going to have to get rebounds and play defense. That was the priority, and that was the Pat Summitt way. But they did have 12 assists in that first half with 9 steals, 3 blocks, only 1 turnover. Only 1 turnover in that first half. 6 personal fouls overall. All right, let's go to a little bit of these team stats here. The largest lead that the Tennessee Volunteers had was 21. 22 points in the paint for the Tennessee Volunteers, only 16 for South Florida. Fast break points, South Florida have 7 fast break points compared to Tennessee's 5. Total turnovers, 16 turnovers in that first half for South Florida, only 1 for the Tennessee Volunteers, and 21 points off those turnovers for the Tennessee Vols. 3 points off of turnovers for South Florida. But that is your stats That is your box score and everything in that nature. That is halftime. I will be back in a little bit. I'm gonna run to the restroom and turn this music up for y'all. Be right back when the second half starts.